Let me start with a question that might sound simple, but it is deeper than it seems. What if the things you do every single day are not only shaping your routine, but shaping the way your mind works? Not your IQ, not how fast you think, but the way you see, interpret, and handle life. Intelligence isn't a number. It's not about having all the answers. It's about how you think, how you react, and how you train your brain to stay awake in a world that is constantly trying to distract you. Every small habit, the ones that feel harmless or normal, either sharpens your mind or dulls it. Most people don't notice when it starts to fade. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens in the quiet moments when you choose what to focus on, what to ignore, and what to avoid. The good news is, your mind is flexible. You can reshape it, sharpen it, and rebuild your clarity, but only if you start paying attention. Think about how much noise surrounds you every day. Music, podcasts, social media, constant updates. It never stops. We've trained our brains to run from silence. The moment things get quiet, we grab our phones. But silence isn't empty. It's space. It's where your mind finally has room to wander, to create, to connect ideas. When you fill every gap with stimulation, your brain forgets how to think deeply. You might feel productive, but what you're really doing is drowning your thoughts in noise. The most intelligent moments of your life won't come from constant input. They'll come from stillness. The next time you're alone or waiting, resist the urge to fill the moment. Just breathe. Let your thoughts settle. That's not wasted time. That's mental training. Another thing that slowly dims intelligence is how much we talk compared to how much we listen. We live in a world that rewards opinions more than understanding. Everyone wants to be heard, but very few want to truly listen. We interrupt, we argue, we try to prove ourselves right, but in doing so, we stop learning. Real intelligence grows in quiet observation. It's in the ability to listen without preparing your next sentence. When you listen, you give your mind the chance to expand, to understand people and ideas beyond your own perspective. The wisest people aren't the ones who speak the most. They were the ones who observe the deepest. Then there's the habit of running away from feeling confused or slow. Whenever we try something new and it feels hard, our ego whispers that we're not good enough. So we quit and move on to something that makes us feel capable again. But growth doesn't happen in comfort. Your brain is like a muscle. It strengthens when it's challenged. Every time you push through something difficult, you're literally building new connections in your mind. Feeling stuck or dumb isn't failure, it's progress in disguise. Those uncomfortable moments when your brain hurts and you feel lost are exactly where intelligence is born. The people who embrace that struggle, who keep going when things feel unclear, become sharper and more capable, not because they never fail, but because they know how to keep learning. One of the biggest obstacles to mental growth is believing you already know enough. Pride makes you stop asking questions. You think you figured things out, so you stop exploring. Over time, curiosity fades and your thoughts become predictable. Real intelligence doesn't come from being certain. It comes from being endlessly curious. The most capable minds never see themselves as finished. They're always learning, always testing what they believe, always willing to change their perspective. The moment you stop being curious, your growth stops too. So ask yourself, when was the last time you changed your mind about something that truly mattered? If it's been a while, it might not be because you're always right, but because you stopped looking deeper. There's also something most people forget. Your brain needs rest. We glorify busyness as if being tired is a sign of strength, but even the sharpest blade dulls without care. Mental clarity isn't built through constant effort, it's built through balance. Rest gives your thoughts time to organize themselves, to connect, to heal. When you give yourself space to breathe, through sleep, a walk, a break from screens, your brain becomes more creative, more focused, and more alive. If you want to think clearly, you have to make peace with slowing down. Your intelligence isn't fixed. It's not something you're born with and stuck with forever. It's shaped by how you live, what you focus on, and what you feed your mind every day. Distraction weakens focus. Pride blocks curiosity. Avoiding difficulty prevents growth. But silence, patience, and humility, those are the things that make your mind powerful. Every time you choose to pause instead of scroll, to listen instead of argue, to persist instead of quit, you're training your mind to think more clearly and deeply. And here is the truth. Intelligence doesn't grow through constant information. It grows through awareness. It grows when you're present enough to notice your own patterns, your own habits, your own thoughts. So when you catch yourself chasing stimulation or running from discomfort, take a breath. That small moment of awareness is how the rewiring begins. That's how your mind becomes stronger. Being intelligent isn't about knowing everything. It's about staying curious, humble, and grounded enough to keep learning, even when it feels uncomfortable. The smartest thing you can do isn't to prove you're right, but to keep evolving. If this made you pause, take a second before you move on. Think about which of these patterns you see in yourself and which one you were ready to change. Hit the like button if this opened your eyes, and subscribe for more conversations about mindset, clarity, and personal growth.